I'm Eleanor Kelly. Welcome to my channel. And today we're doing a little Finish It February roundup. I had to do a little spin. That was fun. You'll probably see me in a different outfit in a second. Ooh, spinning the wrong way. Different outfit in a moment, explaining why I'm doing this and going through the project. I filmed this all in bits and pieces on different days, so excuse the chaos, but I hope you enjoy it. I also think I might make this a two-part video just because I do want to post some of it in February and then maybe like a quick update at the end of February, English, and yeah, or the beginning of March. I don't know, I can't believe it's gonna be March and I have so many more winter projects I wanna make. Damn. But it's so cold enough, I guess, so we'll see. It is February 3rd, and as always, I am constantly thinking of new projects, and there's so many things that I would like to cast on. I've been sketching and going through Instagram where I've been seeing way too many inspirational pieces. Lo and behold, I go to my little yarn stash, I open the closet, and I have way too many whips waiting for me. So I am trying to be good and not cast on anything new until I finish those whips, which means we're doing a Finish It February. So let's go through them. First of all is a sweater that I am working on right now. I think I'm gonna do a separate video about this sweater just because it's a little more elaborate, but it's a Bada sweater, which if you've watched The Sopranos, you know it's the strip club's name and the logo is really funny. And I'm making it for my boyfriend. So all I have for this project is the front panel so far. So I am now working on the back and I am hoping to get it done by next week, I think. Stay tuned. I forgot to mention that the Bada sweater is self-drafted. Yeah, and obviously if the next ones are self-drafted or have a pattern, I'll mention them and probably link them below. Considering this is a whips video and finishing whips and trying not to start new projects until we finish those whips, what are your tips to hold off on those new projects and really get going and get motivated to finish your whips? Because sometimes, as you can see, I just leave some whips, some projects to sit around and wither and die, basically. Even though I have such a tiny amount of it left. I guess it's usually because I'm not very excited about the project anymore. Usually the things I'm super excited about, I'm just like aggressively knitting and trying to get done. Zoomies. But I would like to hear your thoughts and tips on what you do to make it easier and better. Because it's 2025, it's a new year. I don't usually do resolutions, but I would like to make it the year that I finish my projects and I don't let them sit around. As many have also decided, I would also like to not buy unnecessary yarn and just buy per project, which I already failed at. Savannah Rose Handmade just released a collection of yarn inspired by The Substance, which is one of my favorite movies of 2024. In case you missed it and you check out my first podcast, you can also see a costume that I knitted inspired by that movie. So I already failed and I bought some yarn. Granted, like I do have some projects in mind for them, some of them at least, and I am very excited about that, but I won't start it until we finish the whips. Oh my God. Yeah, I would just like to hear your thoughts about how your knitting life goes. No, please don't. Quentin. I would also like to hear your life as a knitter with a cat, because I am struggling, as you can tell. I love him. He's the cuddliest, most adorable cat. But as soon as he sees my needle stoppers or yarn flinging around or anything that moves, he completely just like freaks out, goes into hunt mode, and pounces at me to try and catch it. I have to hide my projects away from him if I don't want them chewed or eaten, because that happens within 3 seconds. I will just, turn it right, turn back, and something's ripped. And it's not just the safety of my projects, it's also the safety of my cat, considering yarn is actually kind of dangerous for them. Any tips, any ideas? I know like maybe he needs more entertainment and more playtime. He gets that. He's just really needy. Tell me in the comments. I would love to know. Also, I'm not good at multitasking apparently. Also tell me about what you're working on right now and what your whip goal is for February or finish of February or 2025. Share any cool patterns that I should check out in March. And yeah, let me know. I would love to know. And if you have, a video sharing those projects, you can share that too, and I'll watch it because I do like knitting while watching other creators create and share. Another question is, how many projects do you finish in a year usually? Or like, what's your goal? Because I have all these wild ideas and all these projects I want to start, but I don't have a lot of time. I work a full-time job. I also do music, if you haven't seen on this channel yet. I try to keep up with everything, but I also just really want to knit because it is addicting. So I'm just, and every year is different too. I go through phases where I just do not want to knit, especially when it gets warmer. But I have gotten into cotton yarns now, so we'll see about that. Yeah, I'd like to know. Get in there and tell me all the deets, please. My next whip is also probably going to be a separate video. So the next project is this 80s pattern that I got really excited about. It's by Serdar. It's a chunky 80s cabled sweater. I've never done cables, and this has been pretty easy to follow. I'll probably make a video out of this project too. But what I have here is the front and back panels are done. This is like a gorgeous, gorgeous blue color, and the yarn is so nice and soft. Back and front are done. I need to work on the sleeves and then put it all together and make the collar and the front button panel. I am midway on one sleeve. I don't know why though. This is a very repetitive pattern, but I can't get it in my head for some reason, so I have to knit it while looking at the pattern, which is fine, but that just means it takes me so much longer and it's a little bit exhausting. And for some reason, it feels like it's taking longer on the sleeves than it did on the front and back panel. I don't know. I think I'm also maybe disoriented because the amounts and the numbers I'm supposed to follow are different. And it just threw me off, which is why I kind of had to restart the sleeve at some point. But I really like this. I think this is, I really do need to get this done in February because I want to wear it this winter. It's kind of like, God, it's so nice and cozy. We'll talk more about the vintage pattern in a different video because I have a few more that I want to make. I found this like 40s pattern that I'm super excited about, but we're not talking about new cast-ons, we're talking about whips. going to be seeing me in different looks because I'm obviously not filming this all at once. I would be amazed if I could finish all these projects in one day, but no. And sometimes I do dress up to go somewhere. Anyways, I am now working on finishing the first sleeve for the 80s vintage sweater that I'm making. I might release this as a separate video. I am not sure yet. I think I will. Like, that was the original plan, but now I'm debating it according to, I guess, how much of this I share on this video. Okay, this is gonna be hard because I'm gonna try and talk to you and follow this pattern at the same time. So I decided this year that I want to try some vintage patterns, which is very unlike me. And I don't know what happened because I usually just kind of freehand my knits. Occasionally I'll do patterns, like this is a pattern that I followed. It's the Louisiana sweater by Petite Knit, I think. It's my first raglan too. But I don't know, I've seen some really cool vintage patterns that I was like, damn, I don't want to make those, or, you know, at least use them as a reference to make something else. But this pattern specifically, I was like, okay, I'll start with this. It's an 80s pattern. It can't be that different than today's modern patterns. Plus it's cabling, which I've never done. And I don't know, it felt like it's time to do that. Sorry, it's reading the pattern. It's time to finally make a cabled sweater. I might regret the color of this one, but I'm not sure yet. Like, it's a beautiful blue, but I kind of wish I made it in maybe like a cream or a white, something that's more versatile. I also don't usually wear that much color, but I'm trying. I don't know, there's some new yarns that I have that I'm very excited about, and they're colorful, so I'm gonna get myself used to wearing color again. I think it depends on the item itself. But where was I at? I'm ranting. So I'm starting with this 80s sweater. Let's see, okay. Just because it's simpler, even though it's all cabling, which is turning out to be not that hard. I'm trying not to jinx myself too. But we'll see. There's like the next one I really want to do is a 40s vest. The person I bought it from on Etsy added like notes about how to adjust it. Wow, I really cannot talk and do this at the same time. Adjust it for like modern knitting, I guess. Yarn over, knit you together. Yes, okay. And so I don't think it's going to be that hard, but I'll let you know. And let me know if you want me to make videos kind of, you know, walking through knitting those patterns, or like just how it went, or how it's going, or what am I doing, or whatever it is. I'd be happy to make. I am trying to make more videos and be a little more talkative, which is not something I'm good at or very comfortable at, because I feel like I'm talking to the wall right now, because that's what's behind you. But I'll try my best, and let me know what you want to see. I'm also like struggling with creating a lot of content because I don't want to knit for content. I want to knit for me and what I want to make. And that means that sometimes I'm a little slower with some projects, or I'm not filming while I knit them, or, you know, forget to film mid-process or something. So I'm just trying to figure this all out. And other creators, if you're on here watching, I'd love to hear what you do to make it easier to create content. I'm also not just good at rambling. Like, English is not my first language, but here I am, and I'm trying to ramble. It's not going very well. Also, let me know, like, if there's anything, I hate saying like, if there's anything you'd like to hear me talking about. It could also be music related. I did release a song recently. I'll plug that in. You can go check it out. This is the name, and you can find it on my Spotify Apple Music. I'll also upload it here to YouTube, which I realize now I haven't done yet. Probably it'll be up by the time this video is up. Yeah, but just let me know. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to, hi Quentin, be, you know, more in the community. Okay, you gotta move now. Oh, excuse the butt. Yeah, thank you. You gotta be in, you know, I want it to be more of a community, and I want to create for me and for you. And yeah, it's like there's so many creators, excuse me, there's so many creators that I enjoy watching on here and, you know, are inspiring to me, and I would love to make their kind of content. I just don't know if I can, but we can try and see what happens. And we are on to sleeve number 2. I am gonna get tired of repeating this pattern at some point. Let's see how long that takes. But I have to finish the sweater. This is, you know, it's the goal. This is a winter sweater, and it's cold out. And in a few months, I won't be able to wear it anymore. So let's do it. Do this where they have their yarn winder right next to them, but they're too lazy to set it up, so just go old school, making a ball. Also, if you're wondering why my flowers are all the way up there, it's because my cat won't stop eating them, and that makes me very sad. And hopefully he doesn't find a way to get up there, because he is so smart that he might. We'll find out, but let's wind some yarn. I have half a sleeve left, and then I am going to attach everything and work on the collar, the little button ribbing edge, and I think that's it. Everything's crooked. I am done attaching the shoulder seams. This is what it's looking like. And I now need to create an overlay here and an underlay here, because this is where the buttons are going to go. But I'm not really sure what to do, because according to the pattern, I need to pick up around 39 stitches, but I only have room for 25. So either I'm gonna stick with this and just try and adjust it, or I'm doing something wrong. I don't know what to do about these bottom guys. Do I need to attach those too? I don't know. It's not very clear. It just says to start at the beginning of the opening. Huh? Ending at neck shaping. So that's here to here. Well, I think I'm just gonna adjust it. I finished the 2 underlay and overlay pieces right here. Oh, you can see now. I'm gonna have to sew them down at the bottom right here. So they're just like this. And now I am working on the collar. So all I have left to do is finish this collar, sew down the sides, attach the arms, and sew buttons on this. I am so excited to finally be done with this piece, because I want to wear it so badly. I am so angry. I have already knit this much of the collar, and I just realized that I didn't cast it on all the way to the opening where it was supposed to. I am missing this whole section. So I have to restart it now. I finally finished the sweater. I put it together. I just need to weave in all the ends and sew the buttons on here, which I am probably going to do after I block it. Let me show you what it looks like. Well, sleeves are a little short. This is fine, but I know that after blocking, it's all gonna stretch out a lot because this is 100% wool. I love it. I ended up making the collar a little shorter than the pattern says, and I fucked up because look at this. But I'm hoping I'll be able to fix this. Hi, Quentin. As I block. I don't love this, but we'll see. Maybe I'll sew the collar down just so it stays down here and see how it goes. But I'm very happy. It's warm and I will show it to you after it's blocked. And this is what it looks like after blocking. Way bigger, a lot more relaxed. Also added these buttons. Oh, lint. I think I might need bigger buttons for this, but we'll see. Should have made the collar longer, but I don't feel like redoing it. This is just very open, but whatever. I might sew this down, undecided, but it is a lot softer now too, which is nice, and the sleeves are a good length. One done. On to the next. Next up is a project you've probably seen in my first podcast if you watched it. If not, go check it out. It's the Balaclava #1 by My Favorite Things Knitwear. Once again, this is basically done. I just need to do the front ribbing. I don't know why I'm holding off on that. So I think this is like one of the first projects I have to finish because, come on, this will take 3 seconds. Or like 20 minutes, but more like an hour, but you get the point. Next up is this half leg warmer. It's, currently just a rectangle, but it's meant to be a leg warmer. I finished this one and I'm currently halfway through the other leg warmer, but truthfully, I don't think I'm gonna wear it. So I think I'm actually gonna frog this, and I have an idea for a sweater I would like to make out of it, which we'll cast on after I'm done with the whips. I actually also made a pair of shorts to go with it. It was kind of just for ballet classes. I wanted something warm to wear for the cold winter days, and I already used the shorts. I made them a little too big, so I think I am gonna frog that too. And stay tuned for what comes next with this yarn. Next up is a button-down vest. It's vest #4 by My Favorite Things Knitwear. And okay, I love the pattern, it's great. I also love the yarn that I used, but I'm not motivated to finish it because this is not really my color scheme. I would not wear this, but I thought it would be fun to do something crazy and bright, and I had this yarn lying around and I was like, I don't want to waste this. So, I don't know. This is it. It's almost done. I really just have to do the ribbing on the front and the buttonholes, but I'm just not into it. It's like I don't want to frog it because it's there. Maybe I'll finish it and give it away. I don't know. It's just like it's a little too crazy for me, but it is fun. We'll see. I mean, I have to finish it. It's literally just ribbing. Oh, I do have the ribbing on one side. just ribbing on the other side and the collar. Literally. Okay. This is, yeah, I'll finish it and then I'll give it away. I hope you can't hear my neighbor's TV through the wall like I can. I just wanted to hop on here and give you a quick update because as you've seen, I finished the 80s blue sweater cabled knit and I'm happy with it. I think I could adjust some things like the collar, either make the collar bigger or add a elastic thread to make it a little smaller, but we'll see about that. I also wanted to share that I finished the front and the back of the Bada sweater. There we go. It is all attached now. I just need to attach, it's not attached. I just need to attach the sides. Next, I'll be working on the collar and then the sleeves. Otherwise, just because of timing, it's already February 16. I think I'm just splitting this video into two. And part 2 will show the complete Bada Bing sweater and the other works in progress, which we'll see about. Definitely the Balaclava. I am still torn about the vest because I will not wear it, so I'm deciding what to do about it. But I was bad. I sinned and I started a new project. I had this gorgeous, gorgeous yarn. It's called Pet Cemetery. It's by Savannah Rose Handmade. I am obsessed with her yarns, if you haven't realized yet, just because she makes a lot of yarns inspired by horror movies, which I love. And I decided to make a cute little top because I had 2 skeins. So I got the front done. It's got a little bit of de-stressing in it. And I am midway through the back. This looks very small, but I'm hoping that once I block it, it's gonna stretch a little more. So you'll also get an update about this one in part 2. So once again, a quick thank you for watching. You can find me on Instagram for more daily updates, or I don't know, weekly, at EllieKellyF. You can find my music on Spotify and all those places if you want to check it out. And please subscribe, comment, share, blah, blah, blah. And I hope to see you at the next one.